I can.
You're gonna get it. We're gonna be the first podcast protested by the NAACP.
Definitely not the first.
Come on!
Jake the cat.
Bastard. No, he's been super good today, man.
Have you guys ever watched the stream while you're doing the show?
No.
There's like a delay in our movements.
Ugh, creepy.
It's like watching the past.
Come on!
Hey, Andrew. I think this is the point of the horror movie where you go looking after your woman and get killed as well.
Come on!
Come on.
Come on!
Come out!
Come on!
Show face.
Come on!
I just noticed Denny was wearing his skull cap.
Oh, just put a hat on.
There's the blazer.
That's how we know he means business.
Come on!
up? What is up? We got the show coming up here in a second. Everyone is ready. Got to tell you this portion of the show brought to you in part by Lufka All Naturals. They've got some cool stuff. They have this charcoal hand soap. They have bars of soap made out of charcoal, which are supposed to be really good for you. They do hand sanitizer made from scratch as well. Lufka, they are in the Country Charm shop in Perrysburg. Also by Memorable Lights and Glam and Gloss Lip Sense. It's Colleen's Lip Sense girl. That's where she gets all her makeup from. So if you think she looks fabulous when she comes in here, then that is because of her folks at Lip Sense. All right, let's get the. Oh yeah, also guy at Extreme Class Limo. Extreme Class Limo is cool. We love them, and they're doing a grocery guy as well.
And now our feature presentation.
This is Ed McMahon, and now here's Andrew.
Andrew Z.
Friends.
Andrew Z. I said Andrew Z. In the
morning.
It's time to wake up. Andrew Z. In the morning. Yeah.
Come on! Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Wednesday, April 14th, 2020, in the year of our Lord. Got a very busy show for you. We're going to talk to a guy that actually saved a family in a burning fire. And we've also got, what do they call it? A psychiatrist? No. She reads your mind. What is it
psychic
called?
medium.
When they read your mind, that thing. All right, anyway, Sugar Vermont is here. Chris Tiefel, Denny Crum, Jake Dickey, producer Holly, Colleen Z. Let's get this show started.
Andrew Z. In the morning.
Psychic is what I meant to say. Psychic. We have a psychic tonight.
Psychic or psychic?
Psychic, like read your mind, read your palm, that type of stuff. So she's going to be on with us tonight. What's going on?
Nobody wants to read palms in a quarantine, man.
That is true.
I was going to say, I'm real interested to see how she can do that from afar.
Yeah. Well,
On the Zoom, she's like, here, just put it up to the screen.
Wait, put it back up, Jake. Uh-oh. What is that? What's up with that? Oh, that broken line right there.
That represents my heart and all the ladies I've dated. That represents Pornhub.
I don't want to.
No, that's this hand.
I don't want to alert you, but I hope you have your will and other affairs in order very quickly.
A will? He doesn't have anything to leave.
What's going on, Danny Crum?
Yo, hey, I just saw this. NBC has released the trailer for the Saved by the Bell reboot.
Have you seen it or no?
Yeah. I just watched it while we were about to be introduced. It has Slater and Elizabeth Berkley. I forgot her character's name. Jesse.
Jesse Spano, right?
Yeah.
I saw her
someone
titties.
else. It looks fantastic. I heard Mark Paul Gosselaar is going to have he's not going to be a regular role, but he is going to reprise his role as Zach Morris. Apparently, Zach Morris is the governor of California.
What about Miss Tiffany Amber Thiessen?
In the trailer they alluded to Zach Morris and Kelly being married because they talked about their kid going to Bayside. So
I think that one's got legs. I mean,
Yeah.
I know people. We watched the old one a few times, and we get excited just watching the old one. It's that good. Let's go to Sugar Vermont.
I have been obsessed and in love with those men for all my life.
They're coming back to you, Sugar.
Listen, there is a TV guide with Slater on it. I don't know, he was on some other show, and he had a Speedo on, and he was going to dive off a board. And let me tell you, that TV guide made its way to my room.
Well, only because you had a TV in there, right?
Sure, yeah.
Sure. All right. Jake.
Well, no, so Denny, you might be too young for this, but they actually did a TV movie where Zach and Kelly got married.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw the whole thing.
But I'm waiting for the divorce and the special on that because that's going to be instead of Saved by the Bell, Saved from Hell.
I got to tell you. So I got to tell you my Slater story. So I know you guys know Carlos Diaz, right? Carlos Diaz was on with me for years. He did the entertainment news. He was a reporter, entertainment reporter at Extra, and a couple other shows. CNN. He was at CNN for a while. He's in his hometown of Indianapolis now. But so Carlos always was the second banana Mexican, second banana Hispanic, because when he was at Extra. And they fired
second jalapeno.
He was always the second jalapeno, because when they fired Mark McGrath at Extra as being the host, because Mark, Extra's an entertainment magazine. Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray was the host for several years, and they fired Mark McGrath. And Carlos, because he was the weekend guy and he was based in Vegas, he's like, dude, I got this. He goes, they're going to make me the host of Extra. I'm like, really? I'm like, that's cool. And they brought in Mario Lopez to host
God
Extra.
bless that decision.
So he was pissed at him. So then the other reason Carlos hated Mario Lopez was because in Indianapolis was his hometown and he was on the radio there. So every year at New Year's Eve, he would do a coming in the New Year party. And it was always sold out, jam-packed, whatever. Well, randomly, Mario Lopez decided to have a New Year's Eve party in Indianapolis.
So his wasn't sold out anymore.
So Carlos had to shut his down early and ended up having to go to Mario Lopez's because
Oh my
everyone
God.
showed up at Mario Lopez's party. So ever since then, he's been his arch enemy, and so it makes me whenever you bring up anything Mario Lopez related, that's what it makes me think.
I just imagine Carlos shaking his hand, going, "Mario, damn me, Mario again."
Every time.
I want a story to come out that Carlos like an audition for Slater.
Yeah, I know. Kristi,
Slater.
What were we gonna say, Kristi?
I was just thinking about the original cast, and I just realized that they're perfectly split down the middle on who really screwed things up for themselves in their life and people that just kind of, stayed slightly successful. Because you got Mario Lopez, you got
Mark Paul Gosselaar, Tiffany.
There it is. You got those three. They've just kind of stayed fair to Midland and gotten decent acting jobs or hosting jobs and just kind of coasted into their
Elizabeth Berkley's done
40s.
pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, showgirls.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's not a downgrade.
That she had to swallow a lot of pride to do that movie. Come on.
He swallowed a lot of something.
I'm glad Sugar said it.
And then you got Screech.
He went crazy too.
Is he in jail now?
He's in and out of jail, but he's been on
Oh, and
drugs
that
and in and out of jail.
who's that black girl's name? She went
Lisa
Yes.
Turtle. She just went full
crazy.
just crazy.
Lark
Right.
Voorhees is her real name.
What is it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Lark
they were just setting her up for failure with that name.
Lark.
Yeah, Lark Voorhees. But what I was gonna say is the show is gonna be exclusively on the Peacock streaming service, which means I'm gonna have like my 97th streaming service that I'm gonna have a month. And as far as Showgirls, I believe that she did Showgirls on purpose because she wanted to shed like the good girl image. Like
She went too far.
No, she didn't. That pool scene enough.
It was too far.
It made my childhood. It made my childhood.
I would have said it turned you into your manhood.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing about these streaming services. We got screwed by the cable company. We really did. Because we were bitching about the cable company, and it was cost, what, $120? Half of that was for internet, right? 50 or 60, so you're $60. Well, now you've got to have 10 streaming services if you want all your shows. That's $100. You're paying more than you would have for cable. We got screwed. We got trick effed. I mean, we thought it was going to be better for us. Cut the cord and do all that stuff. And in the end, we got the football pulled out from us when we were trying to kick the field goal because
I've got Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, WWE Network, what's the YouTube TV. I have all of these literally that I'm paying for, and I have to have Peacock.
And you still
have to have it.
And now you still have to have internet. Go ahead, Colleen.
So if you were smart, what you would do is that you would split those subscriptions with somebody like I do with my sister.
Break the law is what you're asking us to do.
Yeah.
Lawbreaker.
Yeah, pretty much. So like Xanon pays for one, and then Mama Z pays for the other, and then we have cable, and so we're set.
Girl, Netflix is gonna hear this and come get you.
They live in the same house. It's okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for me, everyone knows how much money I make, so everyone just half my family uses my stuff, and then none of them chip in. Freeloaders, all of them.
Oh, see, I'm a freeloader. I'm a straight freeloader off my sister.
Here, switch all of your services to single screen viewing for a month just to put them in line.
Yeah.
Just so they know where their bread is buttered. You can give it back to, you give them the access back to them, but they do need to stay in line.
My birthday's tomorrow. We're going to see who's going to stay on those services.
So, can we just make sure that Mama Z doesn't hear this?
Yeah, exactly. Okay,
She's
so
watching.
we're is she really?
Hey, by the way, Danny, your birthday's tomorrow?
My birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday, fellow Aries.
Thank you.
How are you going to be, Denny?
I'm going to be 34 years old.
Are you really? I thought you were in your 20s for some reason.
I mean, I act like it.
When we first met, I think you were in your 20s.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dresses like he is.
What, 7 years ago? Yeah.
But,
So, just for clarification, I am the youngest one.
On here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Colleen's 32.
What year?
Is he? Colleen's 32. Anyone else younger than 32? Raise your hand.
I'm going to raise my hand and lie. I don't care. It's a lie, but I'm raising this hand.
All right, so let's we're going to do this little game because we have a guy coming up who saved his neighbors in a house fire. And you guys probably saw it on the news. He lived on the other side of the street. There was a house fire. He runs across the street. I think he knocked the door in. We'll talk to him about it, but saved all these people. And then we're going to have him on today. So in honor of that, I wanted to find out when everyone else was a hero. So everyone's got three heroic headlines of how they were a hero. One of them is true. The other two are fake. So we have to guess which one is true. And I think Sugar Vermont, did you do your homework already? So I think we'll start with you.
Okay. I did my homework. All right.
Well, you
so
first.
3 headlines, and one is true.
When you were a hero. Sugar Vermont, hero.
Sugar Vermont, hero. First one, local drag queen falls into dumpster 2 times heroically. Next one.
How is that being a hero?
How do I mark true?
I was in the process of doing a heroic act like Batman or some shit. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Next one, local drag queen stops tsunami in its tracks.
Okay.
Very heroic. Third one,
Yes.
Local drag queen heroically saves Chinese buffet.
I'm going to go with the first one.
The first one, the falling in the dumpster twice.
Yep.
Kristi, what do you think?
I got to go with the Chinese buffet.
Chinese buffet is the real one. Colleen?
Chinese buffet.
All right. Jake?
Dumpster for sure.
Dumpster. I'm going to take dumpster too because it's not heroic. So I think that's the true one as well. Holly, what do you think?
It's definitely the buffet.
The buffet. All right, Sugar. What is the real hero story?
I like to think that I have saved a buffet or two in my time, but
from going out of business.
The real story is I indeed fell all the way into a dumpster twice.
Like in the same incident?
Yes.
No, it was like a couple weeks apart.
Everyone's gonna keep score. I got that one right.
Okay, so you fell in the dumpster once. You went a couple weeks. You had learned your lesson, and you're like, let's do it again.
The crazy thing is most people have never fell into a dumpster once. How in the world did you do it a second time?
First of all,
that's heroic too.
You're being so sassy. So what had happened was I had a really good idea since I'm kind of trashy. I was like, well, I'll climb on top of this dumpster lid and pose with some roses. And won't that be funny? And it turns out that dumpster lids are not equipped to have sumo wrestlers that look like Kardashians get on top of them. It wasn't equipped. I blame, of course, China. Shoddy Chinese construction, not up to OSHA standards.
I agree.
But I fell all the way in. And funny story, could not get out. I did it.
Well, that's the thing. How do you get out? I mean,
some gentlemen. I mean, they got like a ladder propped up next to it, and like I'm like, I can't. And some gentleman kindly jumped into the dumpster and pushed me up by my buttocks into the sky.
Now we know why you did it.
Oh my god! It was that part was fun.
Well, we know why you did it a second time now.
Okay, that's
Oh,
the second
please
time
help
it
me!
happened.
Please help me!
Sister!
I've
thought
happened
I
to not
had
wear underwear.
Now, fun story. I wasn't wearing underwear. It's true story. And then this ice cream truck showed up. It's a whole story. It's all true. It's somewhere on Snapchat.
Oh my god!
Please don't find it.
Please don't find it. Wow. All right. So I've got one right. I'm good so far.
I got score over here.
Oh, good. Holly's keeping score. Okay, go ahead, Denny Crumb.
All right, my 3. I once also saved someone from a burning building. My second one is I saved a purse snatching mugging. I chased the mugger down. And my third one is I paid a friend's bills for 3 months while they were in between jobs.
Hey, you said you chased what down?
A mugger. Purse
Okay, that is not what I had heard. I thought we just had a NASCAR moment, but I'm glad to find out.
A purse snatching mugger.
I think because I know what a huge heart you are, and I'm gonna say the paid the bills for 3 months is where I'm going with it. Colleen is shaking her head. She's going the 3 months of bill paying as well.
Speaking of which,
everyone.
No, I say fire.
You say same.
We got one vote for fire and everybody
Everyone
else
else
for
is
bills.
paying the bills. Go ahead, Colleen.
Speaking of which, Danny, we're in between jobs right now.
All right, Danny, which one was it?
Sugar was the only person right. I actually saved, I saved my little sister. She was an infant from our apartment caught on fire. I was 10 years old, and our apartment caught on fire. And my stepdad went into the kitchen trying to fight the fire. I went and snatched my little sister up and got her out of the building.
What a good little man.
Chills?
Wow, that's cool, bro. That is a great story.
Are you still making her pay you back for that one?
Oh yeah, I remind her all the time. Like I could have just left you.
Yeah.
Just so you know. But yeah, I knew I threw that third one in there because I knew it was going to trick most of you guys because I figured that's what you guys would have done.
I thought it was fire.
Yeah.
I thought it was fire. I'm like, who chooses the thing that somebody actually already did? Who would do that? So I got you psychologically.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the score, Holly? Who's got the most right? Who's in the lead?
There's a 4-way tie with you, Jake, Denny, and Sugar all having one.
All right. Chris Tiefel, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right. First headline: Woman pulled out of the street just in the nick of time as car speeds past.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the woman? What?
Obviously, these headlines are about me, so I pulled her out of the street. Come on, stick with it, Sugar.
She knows.
All right. Local boy saves his cousin from choking.
Mm-hmm.
A local kid heroically places himself between friends and local bully.
Gay. Number one.
Number one.
I'm going to go choking.
Choking. Okay, so Danny goes choking. Sugar says one. Colleen says one. Jake, what about
Wait, what
you?
was one? I don't remember what I voted for.
Woman pulled off the street just in the nick of time.
No.
Woman-
Yeah, that's stupid. So it has to be true. Okay, got it.
You see, that's
I'm going to
what
go
you're
with the
taking?
third one. I'm going to go with the last one.
I'm going to go with
Because
the
You're going third.
bully.
I feel like if any woman saw you coming, she would have jumped into traffic.
So Jake and Holly just both went the third one.
Am I the only one that said choking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the headlines again real quick.
All right. In order. Woman pulled out of the street just in the nick of time as car speeds past.
You're not
Local
fast
boy
enough.
saves his cousin from choking. I'm not fast enough, or I'm too fat. Which one were you going
your
with?
Your reflexes are slow. You're too fat. You're too slow.
You realize I didn't get fat till I moved to Ohio. I had an entire life before this. And
I saw your
then,
senior picture, bro.
And I wasn't fat. A local kid heroically places himself between friends and local bully.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say number two. Number two.
For me and Andrew going choking.
Oh, yeah, we're going choking. And Jake said three.
Jake
three.
and Holly are three.
Colleen's three as
Sugar's
well.
one.
Right?
No, I was one.
Sugar and Colleen are one. All right, which one is it?
The answer is three.
Boom!
The answer is three. I was 7 years old. We were living in San Diego at the time. I was outside with all my friends, and this other older kid came and was he had made a whip out of like a palm of a tree, and he was whipping my friends. and
Creative.
I jumped in the middle, and I grabbed his makeshift whip, and I pulled it, and it also pulled him out of his wheelchair.
Oh, go ahead, Danny.
I love how Sugar got so excited about how you can make makeshift whips. She's like, oh, new ways to make whips.
So wait, was the moral of the story you pulled some kid out of his wheelchair? Is that what I'm gathering?
That the only bully I've ever stood up to was crippled.
Oh my god!
Well, see, I knew there had to be a catch because I wasn't picking 3 because I didn't think you would have had the balls for anything else.
Scenario, you were the bully. I'm just gonna throw that.
How am I the bully? Just because he's in a wheelchair doesn't make him not a bully for whipping my friends.
I guess they could have ran. Call me crazy.
Well, what if he was trying to tie them up so they would be like a horse and they would pull him on the wheelchair and whip to get him going?
I got the business for it, but I felt very proud of myself.
Oh,
Jesus.
God. All right, Jake Dickey, go ahead with your hero story.
All right.
Hero headlines.
Local bartender saves a man from choking on his steak dinner.
Everyone's got choking.
I'm into it.
Sugar loves the choking.
Local feature act steps up and headlines a show when the headliner does not show.
You already said you did that. It's 2.
Shut up.
Shit, I did say that, didn't I?
Sugar.
Sorry, I guess 2.
Drinking like the rest of them.
I think we're all going to go 2, Jake, because you've already told the story.
I forgot that I told the story. Anyway, number 3 was local high school lifeguard saves a man from drowning.
Gay.
I finally got one. 2.
All right,
I'm at 2.
All right, I'll go next.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Local podcast guest gets drunk and forgets he tells story and gives everyone extra points.
Thank you for being.
Unless we're going negative, I'm in the positive now.
Thank you for being a hero, Jake.
You're welcome. I was just trying to make it fair for Chris.
Play that Foo Fighters song.
Okay, so I saved Kid Rock from choking at a meet and greet.
I love that any of these can be true just because of how wild of a life you've had, Andrew.
I gave mouth to mouth to one of the princesses at one of the Disney buffets in Disneyland, Disney World rather. And the third one was I was skinny dipping in a ocean and saved a man from drowning when we were in the ocean in California. When I lived out in California. Those are my 3.
I'm gonna go with 3 because if 1 is true, you weren't a hero to anyone because you let Kid Rock live. So I'm gonna go with 3.
Unfriend you now.
Was 2 pre-Colleen or post-Colleen?
It was pre-Colleen.
We'll go with 2 just because I want it to be true.
I'm gonna go with 1 because my friend used to screw Kid Rock and he is messy as hell. So she's great. She's Asian. She has big old fake titties. She's fun. But I'm going with 1.
All right, 1. Who else
I want to know your friend's name now.
I'm gonna go with 2.
I have 2 people actually that applies to. One's only part Asian.
Jake goes 2. Colleen, what about you?
3.
Why 3?
She's married
because
to
you
you
would
and
have told
she
me
knows.
the other 2 stories by now.
Okay. She says 3. And Holly, you going 3 as well? All right. And the actual story is 1.
Yeah!
Boo!
I knew my big titty friends wouldn't let me down.
Whoa. 1 at a time. 1 at a time. What?
And how do I not have Kid Rock tickets? Ever?
Right? Well, so
why would you want them?
Daddy,
Colleen,
go away.
But Colleen, think about how many people have had to save that man from choking. I don't imagine he practices discretion while he's eating.
Or when he's passed out in his own vomit.
We went and saw him in Saginaw, and we were backstage, and he needed to cough, so I gave him some of my water.
That's not even dramatic. That's not even.
Oh my God!
You described that in the That's a freebie for everyone, Holly.
Wait, one at
That's
a
a
time.
freebie for everyone.
What's that? Oh, yeah, all right. Go ahead, Sugar. What were we gonna say?
I was just gonna say my Kid Rock stories are a lot more fun than yours.
Yeah, Andrew saved Kid Rock from choking. Your friends choked on Kid Rock.
One of them doesn't have have a gag reflex, but for one, it's true.
All right.
What's her name?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
You don't have to worry
Colleen,
about
you're
that.
up.
Okay.
Your heroic headlines.
So, 1, I saved a dog from drowning in the river. 2, I reunited a wandering child that was lost with its parent. 3, I bought groceries for the less fortunate.
I'm gonna say
all of
2.
those.
I'm gonna say 2, and that you're the parent that had lost their child.
While she was drinking.
My guess.
While she was
I'm
drinking,
going-
yes.
I'm going Trey.
3.
Yeah.
I'm going 2.
Holly's 2.
I'm gonna go 2 as well.
Denny's going 2. Jake.
I think I'm going to go 3.
3. And Sugar. You said 2. I'm gonna go 3. She bought groceries for some sucker.
I did.
Yeah, I knew it.
So,
I was leaning towards
2.
3 too, but
2.
I really assumed you've lost at least one child.
it's fun. I actually did reunite a child with their parents at Cedar Point one day.
Did you?
Yeah, there was a kid like walking around crying. I'm like, and he was by himself. I'm like, and I was with my fiance. I'm like, we can't just leave this kid by himself. So we're like, hey, what's your dad's name? And like, and lucky, like the kid knew his dad's phone number, like had it memorized. So I'm like calling, like blowing his dad up, trying to call him, and like his dad's not answering the phone. And but we ended up finding his parents eventually. But yeah, like that was.
we did lose a kid at Cedar Point last summer.
We did.
We lost Natalie. But no, I actually donated $700 to help feed Toledo about 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
So Denny actually did take the kid back, but he banged 3 chicks at Cedar Point beforehand because he used the kid to get sympathy with a bunch of girls. Tiefel, go ahead.
That happened last year. I was at the zoo with my sister and her kid, and everybody, and we were walking around, and there was a kid crying, and they were like looking for their mom and everything. So I went up to the kid and I was helping him find his mom, and his mom was down there and everything. And then that's when my sister swooped in, and somehow she starts comforting the kid. And then by the time the mom comes up, it's my sister that's with the kid, and she got all the credit, and I was pissed.
All right, Holly, did you do this?
Yeah, but it made me realize I'm either a shitty human being or I'm just never in the right place at the right time.
Did you not
Maybe
hear
shelter?
Andrews?
It's probably number 2. So go ahead, Holly.
I saved a mama and baby ducks from a storm drain. I helped get a dog out of a car at Walmart in the summer. Or I rescued a cat from a tree.
God, lesbians love animals. Jeez.
I know. As soon as she said ducks, I was like, oh, it's the one with the animals. And then it was all
Oh my
animals.
God.
I'm gonna say that the Walmart dog story number 2.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, number
Yeah.
2.
Denny, you went 2. Sugar went 2. Colleen went 2. I went 2.
I'm really torn between 1 and 2.
Well, pick it. Come on. We got a guest waiting. Hurry up.
Holly, why would you do this to me?
She says 1.
All right.
1.
All right. She says 1. Jake, what do you got?
I'm going to go with the Ducks.
The Ducks. Tiefel.
I'm going with the Ducks.
All right. What is it, Holly?
2, the dog at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yes.
How dare you let
I
me
don't
down?
know any of you guys at all.
Everyone.
I just want to go on record and say I tricked everybody but Sugar.
So who won? What was the final score, Holly?
I won.
Who got right for 2 this one?
This one I did.
I did.
Me and Denny did.
Me.
Denny
And me.
And Sugar.
I think Sugar.
Well, Sugar, you lost. No, it's a 3-way tie. 3-way tie.
It's the disease to get me now.
Oh! How dare you? I'm a sexual, voluptuous woman, kind
It
of.
has more to do with Andrew.
Kind of.
Screw you, Jake.
It could be a 3-way with Rihanna and Andrew, and it's still kind of ruined.
All right, let's get a real hero on the phone. On with us, rather, on the show. So 6 people were able to escape a duplex fire in East Toledo, and this is a true story, thanks to a heroic neighbor. It happened yesterday morning in the 600 block of Platt around 6 a.m. The neighbor across the street from the family said he looked out the window and noticed the smoke and the fumes, and the flames, rather. He ran across the street, kicked in the door, possibly breaking his toe in the process, ran into the home and got everyone that he could out. 4 adults and 2 children were able to escape the fire. Crews say no one was injured. The cause of the fire is unknown at the time, and it's under investigation. And the gentleman that risked his life to save that family is Tom Sturger. And Mr. Sturger is on the phone with us right now. What's going on, Tom?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Oh, we hear you perfect.
Oh, yes, I can.
So Tom,
Okay,
you're a hero, man.
I guess that's what they're saying.
Okay, so it's yesterday morning. It's 6 a.m. Where are you? Why are you up so early?
I was actually sleeping. My girlfriend actually heard some commotion. She thought it was a fight, which is honestly not rare sometimes around here. And I got up to check and look out the window, and I happened to see just a small little flame from the side of the house, and I screamed. Tammy's house is on fire, and I just ran. I was in my boxer shorts. I mean, just sleeping comfortable. I ran as fast as I could across the street, and I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even think it. It just happened. I don't really know how to explain it. I ran up. I ripped the screen door damn near off. Kicked the it was a metal door, so I kicked it twice, and luckily it popped open, and I was greeted by the older son, who was 29, and he was in his boxers too. And honestly, I think he was going to fight me at first because he was pretty startled that I was, he sees a half-naked Greek guy come busting his set.
Keep talking.
He didn't know it was on fire?
What's that?
He did not know. All he saw was half-naked bearded Greek guy bust through his door. 16.
Did you test the door after you got in to see if maybe it was already unlocked and you didn't have to kick it down?
Yeah. Did you at least turn the handle first, Tom?
There was actually 3 locks on the screen door that I just happened to rip off the hinges almost.
Okay, go ahead.
Honestly,
go ahead, Jake.
Adrenaline is.
It's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. They say it to people lift cars off people for adrenaline. Go ahead, Jake.
Well, I was happy to see that you're kind of a skinny guy, because when I heard the story earlier today, I was imagining somebody like Andrew in their boxers just plowing through a door.
like the Kool-Aid man?
Totally in tighty whities, by the way.
Listen, it's honestly, it's funny. After everything settled down, it's make a little joke about it, whatever. Once everybody's okay, and everybody always goes, "Well, what were you thinking?" And I always I don't know, what were they thinking when they seen me running a 40-yard dash in my weenie bikini and dropping
it. Sugar, calm down. Somebody throw some water on Sugar.
No, go ahead.
Hey,
Sugar.
Jake, I'm with you on this one. I totally pictured the whole thing in tighty whities too. I don't know what it is. I forgot.
Definitely not a tighty whitey guy. Definitely not a tighty whitey guy. I don't know what it was. My girl's like, I don't even know why you wear underwear. You don't ever wear underwear when you sleep. I was like, well, good thing I did, because I would have been in jail and not on your show.
Right. Go ahead, Sugar. What were you gonna say?
First of all, hi Tom. Thank you for being on the show.
Did you miss the part where he said he had a girlfriend?
You are shut the fuck up.
Whoa.
Oopsies. Sorry. Anyways, Tom.
Sure, that's one F-bomb a show.
At least, Tom. I think you are a hero. You're a modern day hero. I can picture it in my head, and I just wonder if you could take your shirt off and reenact for me, kind of how it all went down.
All right, Denny Crumb, go ahead.
Let him answer. Anyways, Tom, about that replay.
Go ahead, Jenny.
Someone actually shared this story in the Jeep page, and I think they said one of our own. Do you work at Jeep?
I'm actually laid off. I've been laid off since the beginning of February.
Yes, same here. I actually work at Jeep too. Where do you work at?
I was in JT Paint, and they actually cut a whole shift.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you were a TE there.
Yes. I just started in the first week of July.
Oh, okay, man. Hopefully we get you guys back soon, man.
Okay, so
I'm a backup union steward there and working stock, so I mean, hopefully we get you guys back here soon.
Well, Brian Carter, shout out to Brian Carter. He's my union steward.
Brian is the man.
Brian's a good guy, and he's trying to get me back as fast as possible.
We're just trying to do the Chrysler hour.
No, so Denny,
all right, hold on.
That's so cool. Denny, get off my man.
All right, so hold on.
He said he has a girlfriend. Sugar, relax.
Right,
That's never stopped me before. Meet behind the dumpster.
All right, so
the dumpster that she falls in.
All right, hold on. So Tom, so you bust through the door. The adult son is there, and then where do you go from there?
I like I said, he squared shoulders. I looked at him and said, "Get the fuck out of the house." Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Your house is on fire.
Yes.
He, looked at me in shock, obviously.
Yeah.
And I screamed at him, and he ran by me. I ran in the house. Happened to see my stepdaughter's best friend first. She is 9 or 10 years old. Her name is Carmen, and she's a great kid. Tons of respect. I love having her over. She's a great kid to have around. I just swooped her up, threw her over my shoulders, ran out, ran back in. But honestly, it was 10 seconds to get me back in, and the smoke was like covering my face. So I had to duck down that fast. The flames weren't in the house, but whatever it was, the smoke was just piling in.
Right.
I ran through, happened to turn around and seeing the grandmother, who was just waking up and had no clue what was going on.
Wow.
She's probably wondering what the hell I was doing in there half naked,
Right. Best day of her life.
I hooked her arm. I hooked on her arm. She realized it was me, and I said, "The house is on fire. Let's go." We ran out. Luckily, she had the dog. This time, I'm screaming for everybody to get out, and people woke up, and we just hurried them out. Wish it was more exciting, but
no,
did what I could.
Are you serious? It doesn't need to be more.
You
exciting.
saved lives, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
so you went in twice. Then you went in once, and then brought the young daughter girl out, the 9-year-old, and then you went back in to get grandma too. So
Yes, I went back in to get whoever, the dogs, cats, anything. I was just
there ever
looking for someone to. I don't know. I don't want to say looking for someone to save, but
to help,
seeing what was going on, because they do have a backsliding glass door, and with the smoke, I couldn't tell if anybody escaped back. So I just went in to clear the house, just do a sweep, and we're still 4 people in the house, so we kind of just rushed out.
That's
helping people along the way. I don't know. I don't like the whole hero thing.
No
really
hero.
Don't.
Well, anyway, no hero does, bro. But that is heroic. If you're gonna run into a house like that and then run back in, there's no doubt. The first time maybe adrenaline, but the second time that does make you a hero. The first time maybe it's instinct, but man, that's really an amazing story. And everyone got out okay. What were they saying to you, the family, after you guys are all standing outside?
Everybody was pretty much in shock, scrambling around.
Yeah.
The mother, Tammy, she actually, it's kind of a funny story, actually, not to laugh at, but she's holding these 2 12-inch fire extinguishers going, "Tommy, use these." And I'm like, "Tammy, get your ass out of the house with those little boat fire extinguishers." Fucking fires out, like taking over the house, and she's just running around. I mean, she was in shock. It's her house.
Right.
Wow. We're very familiar with her. We've been neighbors for 4.5 years, but regardless, if I didn't know him or not, I was going in.
Right. Well,
it is a duplex, so the doors are next to each other. They happen to be on the bottom. Luckily, like I said, I don't know. I got the bottom one open on the second one. I went to go kick the other one, and then the cops showed up and screamed at everybody to get away.
Wow.
But I was going upstairs as well.
You were gonna go again. That's crazy.
That's absolutely. I was going
awesome,
in. Hey, there's kids are in that house. That's all that matters. Preserve life.
Absolutely. Tifo, go ahead.
I was going to just say, so you kick down the door, you walk in, 29-year-old dude that lives in the house, knows how many people are in the house, finds out there's a fire.
Me to cut you off, the 29-year-old is mentally challenged.
Oh, I take back my entire question, and I question my entire life.
All right, then we will take it over to Holly. Holly, go ahead.
Holly commented, and Sugar, you'll be glad to know that Tommy has permission to reenact for you.
Oh my God! Take your shirt off. Oh my God!
I do it. She gets pretty aggressive.
Please do. I mean, just please do it. I mean, come on, just do it for me. Make me smile.
I can't listen. I can't reenact the fact that I didn't break a toe. I literally think I broke my foot. Yeah, I have a pretty messed up foot right now.
Well, Nurse Sugar can take care of it. I have a nurse hat.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, where is the one night you don't wear your nurse hat, Sugar?
I know.
Where did I put it?
Well, I got to tell you, Tom, it's an amazing story, and it's a story of courage, and it's definitely a hero. You're definitely a hero, bro. And thank you for coming on and sharing that with us. And I know, here's the great thing about Tom that you guys don't know. So we're messaging with him today to get him on the show, right? He's like, oh, man, I couldn't get back to you. I'm sorry. I left you hanging. I was across the street helping the people with the U-Haul get all their stuff out so they could move. I mean, that's the type of guy.
Actually, what a lot of people don't know is they actually have been staying with us since then.
Wow.
They've been living in that house for like 6 years. And, you know, when you've been somewhere that long, you do get a lot of stuff, gather a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And it is a rental. But they didn't want to leave their stuff. So for them to be comfortable, we were loaded up.
Yeah. You're a good guy. You're a good guy, bro, and good things are going to come to you because of it, man. Thank you for sharing.
Sure. So,
go ahead, Colleen. Real quick.
Well, I actually have a question. Obviously, there were children in the house. It's a house fire. It's a tough time for everybody. What are they in need of?
Honestly, everything. The smoke. Nothing really necessarily burn up, but the smell of smoke is hard to get out.
Yeah.
So as far as like furniture, clothing, I'm sure some things could be salvageable, but that smoke it's tough.
Yeah. All right. Well, Tom, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. And if you guys,
I appreciate you too.
Anyone wants to help, they can get a hold of us, and we will get them in contact.
Hey, I really appreciate it.
You're awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you.
You're awesome. So much.
Thank you, Tom.
I'll be adding you on Facebook.
There it is, Tom Sturger, everybody. Wow, what a great story. Go ahead, Denny.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, it's true. The fire that I alluded to earlier that I pulled my sister out of. Most of the stuff that we lost pretty much everything when that happened, and almost everything was because of smoke damage.
Yeah, well, same thing. I mean, my mom had a full loss fire in Maumee, and all our stuff. I mean, we didn't really get to save anything, and the stuff that did is get smoke damage.
Yeah, even like the pictures of the kids have smoke damage. So much stuff.
Yeah.
And then we lost the dog in that.
Dude, what a great.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, what a great story that was, though, man. That guy was just so amazing. Tiefel, go ahead.
All right, so I just want everyone to hear this. This is from earlier when Andrew was telling us the guests we were going to have on the air, and he writes, tonight we are interviewing the guy that saved the fam across the street from a house fire. And I interpreted that as he saw the fire, ran across the street and saved that family. And so,
oh my God.
So
I was very confused until he shared the article.
Jesus.
You were like,
your beard and glasses make me think you're smart, but I question it.
Did you? But he worded it in a very horrible way.
I did.
I understood what he was saying.
This portion of the show brought to you in part by Get Fit Nutrition in Maumee. Make sure you get your shake quickly, Colleen.
Oh my God, my delivery came today. Order your shakes so you can make your shakes at home.
Yeah, that's right. DMX Lawn and Landscape as well. For
all of
your lawn and landscape needs, and a Twice But Nice resale shop as well. They will take care of you. All right, it's time for our musical guest, and Johnny Rodriguez. I've screwed him so many times, like over the weekend.
Yes, yes.
Is that why he's on the show?
No, not that one. Not in that way. On Sunday, we had a bad connection, so he didn't really get to play on the show on Sunday. And then yesterday, he was supposed to be on, and we did a test, and he worked fine. It sounded awesome. I'm like, great job, John. And then I guess once you in a Zoom meeting and you come out, you can't go back in. So he was trying to get in all show yesterday to perform for us, and I feel really bad. Go ahead, Danny. What were you going to say?
I was going to tell Johnny, don't feel bad. We all had to screw Andrew to get on the show. So.
Sugar is the only one that enjoyed it.
Well.
Yeah, Sugar, he's still in my house, and you haven't picked him up in his belongings.
How about it?
His mama, too.
All right. Hey, John.
How's it going, guys?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing great.
All right. So what song are you going to do for us tonight? I'm really excited.
Thanks a lot. It's a great opportunity to get to share your audience here. This is a song, kind of a bluesy song. I'm a guitar player. I like to noodle around with the blues.
Me too.
Mr. Noodle.
Make up songs to just have an excuse to play guitar, basically. So
I love it. Johnny Rodriguez, everybody.
This is a song called Just So Hard Getting By.
Yes.
just so hard to getting by. Life ain't always sweet like cherry pie. With a high road, it's a hard road. Sometimes you're gonna cry, 'cause it's just so hard to getting by. I'll be sitting on the front porch, bottle in my hand, looking at the world around me, trying to understand. With angels up above me, the devil in my face, I'm just trying to get through this life, and I'm trying to find my place. But it's just so hard to getting by. Life ain't always sweet like cherry pie. Well, the high road, it's a hard road. Sometimes you're gonna cry, 'cause it's just so hard to getting by. I'll be looking out the window, seeing the unseen, bathing in dirty water, trying to get clean. Haters are gonna hate you, and those people are gonna talk. Pay no mind to what they say, keep on walking that straight old walk. But it's just so hard to get by. Life ain't always sweet like cherry pie. Well, the high road, it's a hard road. Sometimes you're gonna cry, 'cause it's just so hard to get by. But it's just so hard getting by. Life ain't always sweet like cherry pie. Well, the high road, it's a hard road. Sometimes you're gonna cry, 'cause it's just so hard getting by.
That was so enjoyable. That was
so good.
I either felt
Third time's a charm.
I loved it. I either felt like two things. One, I was either in Princess and the Frog, and I was like, it was like from that, or at the beginning I was sipping a mint julep on the Ozarks on a riverboat, and I just absolutely loved it. It was just such a sweet song. Go ahead, Colleen.
Super
Thanks,
relatable right now.
Yeah.
And just first off,
try to get by.
How are you like doing everything at once?
It sounded like there were like 4 musicians there.
Oh, hey, I just got a guitar, and I've got this little box that lets me record, so it gives a little background while you play.
That is awesome.
And the harmonica thingy.
Oh, yeah, I use that quite often when I do the covers. I just had it on. Sometimes I'll throw the harmonic in. I kind of forgot this time. But
That was so good, dude. Sugar, go ahead.
No, I loved it so much, and I have to tell you, this is the highest compliment I can give anybody. You kind of reminded me of like some early Dolly Parton. I was getting that vibe,
yeah,
and I was loving it.
All right,
appreciate it. That's the vibe. You guys hit it on the head. The mint julep, the
love it.
the country feel. We're big fans of New Orleans, and that's kind of what we had in mind.
Yes, go ahead,
I
Danny.
love it.
And I loved it too because it's realistic but also a beat at the same time. Whereas like hey, things kind of suck right now, but we're going to get there. Like it's a fan.
I agree, Jake. Dick.
Well, great, man. Thanks for the opportunity.
Heard a bit of Doobie Brothers in there myself.
Yeah, go ahead, Jake Dickey, quick.
Oh, man, I loved it. I think he might be so far one of my favorites that we've had on the show.
Johnny, you're going to Hollywood.
Thanks, brother.
It's a yes for me, dog.
Now, if someone wants to follow your music, Johnny Rodriguez Music, correct? Is on your Facebook page?
JohnnyRod.com is my website. And yeah, Johnny Rod is the music page, just Facebook Johnny Rod. Johnny Rodriguez Toledo is my personal page.
Okay. And Danny Crump is our official tipper, so we'll make sure he gets a tip over to you. He's the show tipper. So
I'm the tipper.
Yeah,
sometimes I'm just the tipper.
Just the tipper. That's what I was going to say.
Just for a second, though.
Just for a second.
Johnny, that was absolutely enjoyable, man. Great job. Like Holly said, third time's a charm. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
I appreciate the opportunity, guys. Have a great night.
You were worth the wait. Johnny Rodriguez. Thank you, sir. I loved that. That was so cute.
So good.
Okay, so from that, we're going over to another special guest. Her name is Kristi Johnson, And Kristi is on with us. She is actually a psychic medium. Is that correct, Kristi? Can you hear me, Kristi?
She didn't see it coming.
Oh,
I can hear you. I can hear you. Hi.
hi. Now, are you a psychic medium?
I am.
Yes. Now, you do your own little program on your Facebook page, and you take people's questions and you answer them, and it's really cool how you do it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I try to go live a couple times a week. Just connecting with people, offering free live mini readings, energy readings. I'm an energy reader.
What does that mean?
Well, there are different kinds of mediums. With me being an energy reader, I connect with your energy, what's going on with you, and as well as energies that are around you. Lost loved ones, spirit guides, that kind of thing.
Did you read the paper yesterday about that midget psychic that broke out of prison? Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, he's a small medium at large.
Shut up!
Out.
You're
Show
fired.
is canceled.
Get out!
Love it.
Show is canceled. See you guys later.
I was thinking the same joke at one point.
But I was sitting here wondering, how was that not the first thing we talked about today?
Right?
Yeah, that's way bigger than Saved by the Bell reboot.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so Kristi, so I guess I'd like you to do a reading for us if you could.
Oh God, and I'm so nervous. Oh my gosh. Well, I was sitting here watching this show. You guys are amazing. Sugar, I just love you.
Oh, thank you.
And so I'm just sitting here watching, and sometimes I don't want to say turn it off, but you just kind of blow it off.
Right.
So I'm just sitting here watching, and I felt a crazy strong pull toward both you, Sugar, and Colleen.
Really?
I'll just, and you never know when it's going to hit. I'll just be sitting here and, I'll start getting images or, seeing things, little, I call them mini movies in my head. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Like when you say you're drawn towards them, can you be more specific? Did you get more specific energies or anything? What does that mean?
I need to know.
I mean, clearly we're awesome. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, you are. You guys are amazing. I'm sitting here watching this show, and I had someone come in. He was passed on. It was an older gentleman for Sugar. I'm going to guess him at around 5'9", 5'10", bald on top, hair on the sides, hair on the back. You know how the older gentlemen do. A little bit heavier set. And he was just telling me all about Poland. So, Sugar, I don't know if you have Polish ancestry. I when I asked for an age for him, I got the number 69.
Yeah, you did.
Well, yeah.
Nice. Damn it.
But so I don't know. Yeah, well, So I don't know if that was an age for him or possibly a year that he passed. But he was a great energy, wonderful sense of humor. Just like you, Sugar. And then with you, Colleen, I just got this overwhelming, I guess it's kind of like seeing past lives, that kind of thing, because I got a huge, gypsy feeling with you. I saw what I thought was a past life for you also as a witch, as a healer. Not that, when we say witch, we think of spells and all that. But, I
think Andrew's on board with you on that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you said with a W. Oh.
In a very good way,
Yes.
as a healer, as a medicine woman, if you will.
I would agree. Colleen's that we just talked about earlier. She's the youngest on the show, but obviously me being around her, she is she has a very old soul for sure.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, yeah.
Sugar, go ahead. What are you going to say?
Well, I'm just going to be completely open with everybody. It's hard to know. I mean, I don't know you. I've never heard of you.
Oh, sure.
I want to think that you're talking about my dad, which would be so touching. He was a bigger guy, but he wasn't bald, and I don't know nothing about Poland. So I want to believe you, but I'm scared that in me wanting, I'm overlooking things that wouldn't apply.
But here's the other thing, Kristi, and I've been around this a long time, and a lot of times because you want to be over careful, Sugar. I bet there's a million times, Kristi, where 2 days later someone has come to you. It's like, oh my God, because I didn't want to buy in.
Yes.
That they're like, oh my God, now that I thought about it, I have a grandpa that this, and I'm guessing that happens a lot to you.
Constantly. Yeah. I actually had a girl, a lady that I did a reading for. I'm going to say about 3 months ago, something like that. Mm-hmm. And she messaged me a couple weeks ago, and she's like, sorry, I haven't gotten back with you, but oh my God, everything that you said, related to job and family and all of that. She's like, it all came true. And so that always, kind of warms my heart.
Well, yeah, and that's what I think. Sugar, just keep it with you, Sugar. Remember what she said and see if it comes up maybe in a couple days.
I want to know more, but I also don't want to cry on the radio or whatever this is.
I know that was me when Tom was on. I was just like, don't cry, because it's just like, oh my gosh.
What a guy. No, go ahead.
So I was like mortified when she said that she was drawn to me. Because I'm like, oh my God, I cannot cry on. I cannot.
I get that all the time. What's really funny is I love doing readings, period. Uh-huh. But I love whenever I get the men in, for private readings. Uh-huh. And, and sometimes, a lot of times I will just, once I connect, I'll just kind of close my eyes and I'll just start, yammering. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just, because I want to get it all out while, because we just have a limited amount of time.
Right.
And so I want to get as much out as I can. And, sometimes I'll pop my eyes open for a minute and the guys will be crying. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, And so it's a good feeling, but yet it's like, oh, I didn't mean to make you cry.
Right. Danny, go ahead.
I'm gonna say I'm probably the biggest skeptic on this show.
Yeah.
My fiance, she hates it because she super believes in ghosts, and I don't believe in it. But I'll tell you, Andrew,
real quick, do you not believe in an afterlife at all? Like anything?
I would say I'm more agnostic when it comes to an afterlife. Like it might. I'm not going to say there's definitely not, but I haven't seen any evidence that suggests that there is. But I'll say there was one time on your show, Andrew, mm-hmm. where you brought a psychic in, and mm-hmm. she started telling me some stuff, and I was like, "Oh snap! Like this might be, or it might have just been a coincidence." Like my mind, I don't think it would have let me believe.
Right.
But I, because in my mind, I'm like, she was probably just really good at guessing. And I'm not trying to disrespect you or anything like that.
No. You always, and that's what I tell people too is be wary. You should always be kind of wary. Because, this is one of those professions where, let's be honest, there's a lot of fakes out there.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why I go live and do free readings for people. So that they can kind of.
And I think, Kristi, too, it's like car salesmen in the fact that there are a lot of dishonest ones out there.
Oh, sure.
So you look at a guy like Donnie P, who's our buddy. he's one of the trustworthy ones.
The worst.
But it doesn't matter. People are still going to be skeptical because of the past history. And there are people that I think just like you, there are good ones and there are ones that are really trying to take advantage of you that taint the industry. Go ahead, Jake. What were you going to say?
Well, I just going back to the Sugar. I think we can all. I don't know how much Polish you've had in you, but I think we can all attest to how much Pole you've had in you.
That's true, and Polish pork products and sausages.
Sausages.
Maybe it is making sense now.
Right. Tifo, go ahead.
I love it.
And so because I plan on sleeping ever again, can you assure me that there are no dead people around me?
Well, there are always dead people around you, no matter where you're at.
Okay, I plan on sleeping. Remember, I started this off with wanting to sleep.
I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any.
It's only the ones that you've put in the wall.
We know nothing about any of that.
Right.
They're not talking.
Go ahead, Jake.
So when it comes between me and Chris, which one do you think will actually get married first?
Dude, you're 40. You're past your prime.
Oh, I'm going with Denny. Yeah.
Oh, well, he's actually engaged.
I'm engaged.
Just me and Chris. We're the single ones on the show.
Jake and Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jake and Chris. Okay, hold on.
Jake and Chris.
I am going to say you, Jake. I'm going to go with you.
Yeah, boy.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, yeah, you'll get married first. You also get divorced half a year later.
That wasn't my question.
That wasn't my question. is there ever a time, Kristi, that you don't get a vibe from someone, like when they if they
Yes.
Really?
Oh, I hate it. And like when I go live for my readings, I'm always, I do a little because I am a hypnotist too.
Oh my God, I need to know more. You're coming back.
I would love to try
I am a paranormal hypnotist. So I don't do like the quit smoking or I don't do any of that. No. I do meditation, hypnosis meditation for past lives, for to connect with your spirit guides, to
God, I need all of this.
Yeah, find out, connect with extraterrestrials. That's really big into my work too.
Does the spirit guide then tell you to stop smoking?
I'm sorry, what was that, Chris?
No, she said she doesn't do the smoking.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't do the no smoking. I'm saying, does the spirit guide she connects you with then tell you to stop smoking?
Well, yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Otherwise, why would they be my spirit guide?
All right, go ahead, Holly. What were you gonna say?
Chris Tifo's sister wants to know if she's ever going to get a niece or nephew out of Chris.
Oh, Chris. Okay, let me see if I can connect with you here, Chris.
Okay.
Maybe I should let Chris answer that.
I know.
The answer's now.
Well, it's not up to
him.
him.
Tell her if she ever takes a break of having children, I might fill in the gap.
Oh, ouch. Oh.
There was an 8-year gap you didn't fill in.
I was tired.
All right. Sugar, go ahead.
Kristi, I was going to ask you, like you're talking about your specialties. Are you familiar with the works of Whitley Strieber?
I am a huge Whitley Strieber.
I could tell. Yes,
a lot of similarities in our life stories because I mean, like my whole I call it my paranormal life, but it really started when I was a little kid and I grew up in West Virginia, and so I was with my Fairmont.
I was born in West Virginia, Mingo.
Oh, well, yeah, Fairmont. Yep. Well, I was with my parents. I'm like a little 7-year-old kid. And I was with my parents. I have a younger sister. And then we had a sheriff who lived right down from us and his family. And we actually had a UFO hover over our farm for like 3 or 4 hours. Wow. So that's really what kind of kick-started everything off.
When did you know? So when did you start feeling things or seeing things, or how did it start? What did it start with? Like, what were you able to see or experience?
Well, it's been my whole life. I mean, I would see spirits, and I didn't really know that other people didn't see them. It seemed, totally normal to me. And it wasn't until actually, I'm going to say I was probably in my teens that I was like, I really shouldn't be talking about this because I'm really kind of getting weird looks. And so I just kind of, didn't talk about it, didn't show it for the longest time.
You held it in because you didn't want to be made fun of or shunned or whatever.
Sure. You don't want to be different. Yeah.
Right. Jake, go ahead.
I'm going to make my own prediction about when Chris will have kids for his sister.
Go ahead.
It's going to be as soon as he gets a van and a bag of candy.
Harsh. That's just harsh.
Well, Kristi Johnson Sadler, you were an absolute delight tonight. And
thank you.
if people want to jump over to your Facebook page, you do readings over there, and you do live mini readings throughout the week if they want to follow you. Correct?
Yes, I do. I do.
And do they look up Kristi Johnson Sadler? Is that how they find you? I'm a friend with you, so I don't know how it comes up.
Yeah,
you just automatically come up into mine.
Yeah. You can find me right on Facebook, the paranormal hypnotist, Kristi Johnson Sadler.
You were a delight, and we'll definitely have you back, Kristi. Thank you so much.
Please have her back. I
want so much more info.
Yes, we will have her back.
I want her to come back and make me a believer.
There you go. Thank you, Kristi.
Hopefully we can do that. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
You're awesome.
Good night.
She's so cute too. She wears those pink glasses and the pink jacket. And go ahead, Tifo. What were you gonna say?
Now, Jake. All right.
I know.
I wanted to wait until the wizard was off to ask you what kind of van.
A windowless one.
Windowless? Yep.
Of course. Colleen, anything you want to add real quick? Final thoughts, Colleen? You got anything you wanted to say something? No? Holly?
I always knew that I was a witch.
So did I. Holly, go ahead. You got anything you want to add? You good? All right. Anybody else? Diddy Crumb, go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to say I spoke about Will Smith's Snapchat show, Will from Home. He had the one today with DJ Jazzy Jeff on there.
Oh.
DJ DJ Jazzy Jeff confirmed that he actually came down with COVID-19 and has recovered from it. But the whole show was amazing. Will puts on like a little mini concert with a show. Jada
cool.
Pickett and a whole bunch of followers were dancing. I'm telling you, get on Snapchat, look up Will from Home. It's a fantastic show. Watch it. It's great.
Very cool. All right. Anyone else got anything? Pop your hands up.
I got
Let's say
something.
goodbye. Go ahead, Jake.
So I don't know if you guys noticed today that Vince McMahon got appointed to the advisory committee.
More wrestling talk.
Yes, well, it's not, but like he's going to be one of the people that are advising him when to open the economy.
Oh,
the
God.
WWE, more like WTF.
Exactly.
And for record, they just fired like 25 people today.
Yeah. All right, Holly, producer Holly, thank you. Great show tonight. You lined up. Thank you. Jake Dickey, Denny Crum, Colleen Z, Sugar Vermont, Chris Tiefel, I'm Andrew Z. You guys have a great night. If you missed any of the show, you can watch the replay or get it on your favorite wherever you download podcasts tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Bye, everybody.
Bye.